we have to be certain that we are in agreement that what is being alleged actually is what's happening, right? And I think that this is what is a big problem. And a larger times it's a big problem because of the way that we see race and we define it, and the way that people interpret other people's actions towards them. You know, like for instance, in the critical race theories, they have this idea called sort of microaggressions. You might say something like if you ask me, oh, brother mashallah, how long you been Muslim, right? Well, why are you consuming? I'm a convert. It's like this microaggression, right? And if you commit a microaggression, it's a proof that you're racist. No, it's not necessarily a proof that I'm racist. It's just that it's a logical thing to ask. I haven't met many people like you, and most of the people I know like you, they were converted to Islam, right? So that, I think that's really the first thing. So a lot of times our negative statements, our negative ideas, they come from a place which is not grounded in reality, and it's grounded in subjective sort of, ideas and sense of what's actually occurring in the situation. But we do, of course, in our tradition, we do have in our tradition the very fight to overcome these type of issues. So one thing that was revolutionary, among other issues that are revolutionary about the Prophet ﷺ and his mission, is that he actually altered the way that the Arabs extended value to people, right? Because in the previous, prior to him coming, it was like, listen, all about who's my daddy, right? You know who my daddy is, but my daddy is so-and-so. Who's your daddy, right? It was a lot about that, right? When Rasulullah ﷺ came, right, and he talked about, it's about iman. He revolutionized that community. This is about iman. In akramakum indallahi atqakum, that the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the one who is most pious, right? So he revolutionized that. Innamal mu'minuna ikhwa, right? So the Prophet, he did that to people, and so they started to evaluate one another in different ways altogether, right? And that is what true Islam is all about. It's about judging people by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. And so we do have our legacy. We have the legacy of the Prophet. We have the legacy of Sahaba.